All right, guys. I'm here if you need any or have any questions. The final is going to be the same format. It's going to be the last three chapters that we did. So the triangles, the area and perimeter chapter, and then the stats chapter. It's on Tuesday, May 12th, so it's a week today. It'll be available at 2 p.m. All right. So we have to do it at that given time. I'll make it accessible. All right, between like 2 and 2:30. You'll have time to log on and then complete it. I have to do it at that time specifically, we were told. Okay. We can't change the schedule around. So, do you have any questions? That pertain to any of those chapters? I'm here to go over any of it. If you do. The test will be on Blackboard just like all the other tests. Nope, just the three chapters that we just did. Perimeter and area, the triangle stuff, and the stats stuff. I don't know, 20, 25 questions, Saul? I didn't make it up yet. I'm going to make it up this weekend. I'm going to guess 20 to 25 questions. It'll be on Blackboard, same format as our last couple of them. And just on those three chapters. Not cumulative. So you'll log into Blackboard on Tuesday, 2 o'clock. It'll be there. Once you start it, you can't stop. And you'll have 2 hours to finish it. What else? Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. All right, I'm given a right triangle. Right angles here. Okay. This is known as the hypotenuse over here. If I want it, and let's say they gave us, and again, I'm just making numbers up. So this is 5, this is 3, and this is 6. Okay, and they wanted to know this angle. All right, right there. Okay. How am I going to find this angle? Maybe they didn't even give us the hypotenuse, but however you want to look at it. Okay. I could use any one of these and end up with the same answer to find the angle if I knew all of this information. So let's say we wanted to use sine. Okay, sine of the angle equals the opposite over the hypotenuse. Okay, so I would take the opposite angle, or opposite side, I mean. So if I were doing this, all right, it would be 5 over 6. Okay, opposite over the hypotenuse. All right. Adjacent over hypotenuse, that's the one that's closest to it, 3 over 6. Or opposite over adjacent. Okay. So opposite over adjacent, TOA, 5 over 3. Now if we do the math here, again, I made these numbers up, so they might not work out exactly right. All right, so 5 divided by 6 is what we would do. We get 0.833. Now we got to solve for the angle. So you have to hit, okay, after you get this here, 0.833. And again, I made this up. If this was a real triangle with real numbers, these would all equal the same thing, but I made it up. So I'm just showing you how to do the math. Okay? 5 divided by 6 is 0.833. Then, to solve for the angle, you have to hit your second button or shift, and then the sine button. So the angle ends up being 56.4 degrees. Now, in a real triangle that was drawn to real form and real numbers, all of these should be 56.4. This one ends up being 60. Okay, if you do the math, and then 5 divided by 3 is that. Okay. 1.5, and then I get 59.0 here. So they're all relatively the same numbers, not exact. The reason is I didn't do it right. Okay. What would C actually be? What would the hypotenuse actually be? Yeah, 5.8. I was roughly doing it in my head. That's why they don't, but they're all in the same area. This should really be 5.8 using a squared b squared equals c squared. So the process of doing this is put your correct thing, okay, put your correct fraction. Okay, so number 1, write out your correct fraction. To solve for the angle, okay, hit second or shift, depending on your calculator, and then the function. Okay, then the trig function. Now it all depends on your calculator. Sometimes you have to do the trig function and then type in the number. But on my calculator, I could take 3, divide it by 6. All right, 3 divided by... Here, let me see if I hold it like that. That's better. 3, yeah, there we go. Divide it by 6, which is going to be 0.5. Hit second, hit cosine, and there's our 60-degree angle. So, SOHCAHTOA. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse. Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. Tangent over hypotenuse. Okay. Cool. What else can I do for you? So it all depends on what they give you and what angle. What sides they give you, what angle. I'll be honest, if you do those review sheets online, I use those as a basis to make up my exam questions. Finding the area and radius. Okay. Well, area, it all depends on what shape you're looking at. But if we're looking at a circle, since you said radius, okay, area is distance inside, and circumference is the distance around. So, if I have a circle, full line going all the way through, this is known as the diameter. Okay. The distance around is known as the circumference, and it's equal to pi times the diameter. Okay. Area is equal to pi times the radius squared. R is radius. Radius is 1/2 the diameter. Okay, so if we say that this is roughly the halfway point of the circle, Okay? If we say that this is the halfway point of the circle, this is the radius. So again, not to scale, but if we said the diameter was 9 centimeters, then the radius would be 4.5 centimeters. Okay, so if they give you the radius, so if we want to write over here, D is diameter, and diameter is 2 times the radius. It's double the radius. So depending on what they give you. Make yourself up a formula sheet if you already have it, so you have it there for you. Again, if you can do the problems that were in those worksheets, you'll be set. What do we think, guys? What else? Cool. Anything else I could do for you guys? Anything else you need to go over? I mean, I'm available. Like I said, the exam will be on Tuesday the 12th at 2 p.m. You'll have 2.5. I'll give you even the 2.5 hours, even though the schedule says 2 hours. I'll give you the 2.5 that you normally had. Yes, Anthony. The final is going to be Tuesday the 12th, according to the final exam schedule. It'll be at 2 p.m. This is just the review. So your final will be multiple choice setup, 20 to 25 questions again. The area perimeter stuff, the triangle stuff, and then, the SOHCAHTOA, and then the stats. But same format, same everything, then your grade will be there. And for me, all I have to do is add everything up and then put your final grade in. And then you guys have the choice of, keeping the letter grade, or you could petition to have it changed to pass-fail. Anything else, guys? This is it. You got it, buddy. This is it. Our last live session. This is it. All right, going once, guys. Anything else I could do for you? All right, awesome, guys. Well, it's been my pleasure. I wish you nothing but the best. If you need anything at any time between now and the final, or even after the final, you have my email. All right. I wish we ended this on better circumstances in the classroom. Never got to have our pizza party, but it is what it is. All right, guys. If you need me, you'll find me. All right. Send me an email. All right. Appreciate you guys. Good luck on Tuesday.